Next one, projectile motion on inclined plane. Suppose a body is projected making an angle theta with the inclined. Here the angle of inclination is alpha. So here it is projected with a velocity u. Now resolve the velocity components in the horizontal and perpendicular to the inclined plane. So this is u cos theta along this direction and u sin theta along this direction. And the path of the projectile is like this. This is the path of the projectile. And here if you consider the acceleration, gravitational acceleration is always vertically downward direction. And here the angle is alpha. So g cos alpha along this direction and g sin alpha along this direction. G cos alpha in the perpendicular to the projectile motion, g sin alpha parallel to the inclined plane. Okay, now you want to calculate the time of a flight. So if you want to calculate the time of a flight, you will take the inclined plane is taking on the x-axis parallel to the inclined and this is y-axis. Now according to the formula, this is a vertical plane. S is equal to Sy is equal to uyt plus half ayt square. According to this equation, Sy, displacement in the same plane, is equal to 0, is equal to uy. So uy means u sin theta into t minus half acceleration in the x direction. Sorry, acceleration in the y direction, ay is g cos alpha into t square. So based on this equation, u sin theta into t is equal to half g cos alpha into t square. So t is equal to 2u sin theta by g cos alpha. Suppose if you want to calculate the range of this one, so range of the projectile on the inclined plane, then calculate according to the x direction. Sx is equal to ux into t plus half ax into t square, where t is the time of a flight here. So sx indicates that range. R is equal to horizontal direction, the velocity is u cos theta into t is the time of flight and the acceleration is along this direction, so minus half g sin alpha into t square. Now substitute these values in this equation, you will get the value of the range. Next subtopic, relative motion. So in this relative motion, first one is rain and umbrella problems. Rain and umbrella problems. Okay, in the rain and umbrella problems, so many different cases are there. So to calculate the rain and umbrella problems, we can use the vector notation. So in the first situation, suppose a man is moving in the x direction, positive x direction, velocity of the man, the positive x direction, and rain falls vertically downward direction, velocity of the rain, vertically downward direction. If you want to calculate the position of the umbrella, that is in the resultant of velocity of the rain with respect to the man. So to calculate the position of the umbrella with respect to what is the angle made by the umbrella with respect to the vertical. So calculate velocity of the rain with respect to the man is equal to velocity of the rain minus velocity of the man. You can write like this, velocity of the rain plus minus of velocity of the man. So velocity of the rain in the negative y direction only, velocity of the man, so plus minus of Vm, opposite direction, so Vm in the negative x direction. The resultant of these two, this is velocity of the rain with respect to the man. So here it is the angle and this is the position of the umbrella. So the angle made by the umbrella with the vertical is theta. So tan theta is equal to Vm by Vr. Second case, rain is falling an angle theta with the vertical and man is moving along this direction. Velocity of the man. Okay, here first one, velocity of the rain is equal to, now resolve this one into two components. So along this direction, Vr cos theta and along this direction Vr sin theta. So velocity of the rain is equal to minus Vr sin theta I cap minus Vr cos theta j cap, and velocity of the man is equal to Vm I cap. So now we want to calculate the velocity of the rain with respect to the man. So Vrm is equal to Vr bar minus Vm bar. So that is equal to Vr bar minus of Vr sin theta plus Vm into I cap, next minus Vr cos theta j cap. So you want to calculate the position of the umbrella. See here, along this direction, this is Vx component and this is Vy component. So this is Vx and this is Vy. The resultant of this one, this is velocity of the rain with respect to the man. So if you want to calculate the position of the umbrella with respect to the vertical, so tan theta is equal to Vx by Vy. The next third situation, okay, in the third situation, rain is falling along this direction with an angle theta and the man is moving along this direction, horizontal direction with a velocity Vm. Now resolve the component rain in the horizontal and vertical direction. So Vr cos theta along this direction and Vr sin theta along this direction. So velocity of the rain is equal to Vr sin theta I cap minus Vr cos theta j cap. Velocity of the man Vm I cap. Velocity of the rain with respect to the man is equal to Vr bar minus Vm bar, that is equal to Vr sin theta minus Vm into I cap minus Vr cos theta into j cap. So here three situations are arises. First one, if Vr sin theta greater than Vm, so you will get the positive. So Vr sin theta greater than Vm, so some value in the x-axis direction, and in the negative y direction, that is Vr cos theta. So this is the result, and this is the position of the umbrella. So here theta, this is tan theta is equal to, let it be, this is Vx and this is Vy. So Vx along this direction and Vy along this direction. Tan theta is equal to Vx by Vy. Second case, suppose Vr sin theta less than Vm. Here the resultant get towards this direction because Vm is more than Vr sin theta, so you will get the negative value. So in the negative x direction, and y direction component is same, so this is Vr cos theta, and this is, let it be, Vx in the negative direction, so you will get Vr sin theta minus Vm is in the negative direction, so let it be, this is Vx and this is Vy. In this situation, position of the umbrella, so tan theta is equal to Vx by Vy. And third situation, suppose Vr sin theta is equal to Vm, so the rain appears to fall only vertically downward direction with a velocity is equal to Vr cos theta. So the rain falls with respect to the man vertically downward direction. Next model, river boat problems. So in case of a river and boat problems, suppose this is a river of width d, a boat with respect to the water is moving along this direction with a velocity of the boat with respect to river, making an angle theta with the horizontal, and here along this direction the river is flowing along this direction with a velocity Vr. So here also you can resolve the components, velocity of the boat with respect to the river component. So along the x-axis direction the total velocity is Vbr cos theta plus Vr, and next in the vertical direction Vbr sin theta. So you want to calculate the resultant. Suppose a person is on the bank, he observes the motion of the boat, that is velocity of the boat with respect to the ground. Here this is according to the parallelogram law of vectors. So here along this direction the velocity is Vr plus Vbr cos theta, and along this direction Vbr sin theta. So this is the motion of the boat when observer is on the ground. Here it makes an angle alpha. So you want to calculate the resultant of velocity of the boat. So root over, this is, let it be, Vx, and this is Vy. So velocity of the boat is equal to root over Vx square plus Vy square with respect to ground. And next, the angle made by this one with the river flow is tan alpha is equal to Vy by Vx. Tan alpha is equal to Vy by Vx. And next here, let it be, this is the resultant. Now along this direction, you want to calculate the position where it reaches. So here, the time taken to go this position is t is equal to distance by velocity, Vbr sin theta. Next, the horizontal distance it travels, x is equal to horizontal velocity into time. So Vr plus Vbr cos theta into time taken to cross the river. This gives the drift in the direction. Next subtopic, shortest path. Suppose A and B are the two objects. The velocity of B with respect to A is directly approaches towards A. The shortest path becomes to 0. Velocity of the B with respect to A is moving directly towards, approaches towards A, the shortest path is equal to 0. This is the first case. And the second case, here the velocity of the B with respect to A is in the horizontal direction. The shortest path is initial separation only, D. Suppose if the velocity of B with respect to A is moving along this direction, this is velocity of B with respect to A. Now you draw a normal from A on this one. This gives the shortest path. The next case, the velocity of B with respect to A, is along this direction. If you want to calculate the shortest path, draw a normal from this one, point A to this one. So this gives the shortest path. Okay. Next subtopic, radius of curvature. Suppose a body is a project making an angle theta with the horizontal with a velocity u. So in a projectile motion, you want to calculate the radius of curvature at any point. Suppose if you want to calculate the radius of curvature at this point, so here this is the highest point of the projectile, the velocity becomes to u cos theta, and draw a circular region, draw a circle. The acceleration is towards the center. is equal to g. So you know r is equal to v square by a. Radius of curvature r is equal to v square by a. So that is equal to v means velocity at this point u square cos square theta by acceleration towards the center of the circle is g. Similarly, if you want to calculate the radius of curvature at this point here, so take a circle. Now the acceleration is actually in the downward direction g. So here the angle is theta, here also the angle is equal to theta, two perpendiculars, so g cos theta. The radius of curvature at the initial instant r is equal to v square by a. So v means velocity, initial velocity is u square v square. Acceleration along this direction u square by g cos theta. If you want to calculate the radius of curvature at any point in its path, so first calculate the velocity along the tangential direction. So this is v, and horizontal component velocity is vx and vertical component velocity is vy. Then the calculation of velocity v is equal to root over vx square plus vy square. Next, draw a circle and the acceleration towards the center. Acceleration is g if it makes an angle alpha, and here also angle alpha. So acceleration along this direction is g cos alpha. So r is equal to v square by acceleration is g cos alpha. So here v is equal to root over vx square plus vy square. So vx is equal to u cos theta. In the throughout the motion, in case of a projectile, horizontal velocity is same, and vy is equal to, after a time t seconds, you will take vy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. Or suppose if it is at a height h, then use this formula, vy square is equal to uy square minus 2ay into s. S means equal to h. So this is the method to calculate the radius of curvature. And one more method is there to calculate the radius of curvature if the y is a function of x, then r is equal to, the another way to calculate the radius of curvature, if the position y and x changes according to the equation, the radius of curvature r is equal to 1 plus dy by dx whole square whole power 3 by 2 by d square y by dx square. If y is a function of x, then to calculate the radius of curvature we can use this formula.